Today we will be looking at a futures day trading strategy. Who am I? I am DP Roberts, and for years I've been testing hundreds of strategies and indicators, and I'm testing more every single day. I've compiled all that information into spreadsheets and used it to create a profitable trading strategy with a custom indicator. And we have an amazing community over on Discord where we help you become a profitable trader. If you are interested in getting access to the spreadsheets of all the indicators and strategies that we have tested, as well as a free trial to our custom indicator, you can just sign up for our Patreon down below. Alright, as I said, today we will be looking at a futures day trading strategy. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So as you can see to date, we have tested a total of 487 different strategies. The best one so far was able to achieve a 100% win rate. That was achieved using the Academy of Forex indicator to trade the crypto scalping strategy that I'll mention in this video on a live trading account. Alright, as I said, today we will be taking a look at a futures day trading strategy. And so what we're using is the Academy of Forex indicator, the ATR candle tracking indicator that comes with the Academy of Forex indicator, and then a trading sessions indicator that just basically blocks out the New York trading time. And that's what we'll be trading within during this strategy. And so quite a few people over the years have asked me whether or not the Academy of Forex indicator works for futures. And we did have a futures strategy before, but it was a little bit clunky, not very refined. And this one's a lot easier and far more profitable. And so that way I figured I would show everyone this one instead, kind of give everybody an update. And so like I said, the first rules that we're going to be within the New York session. And so what we're going to do though is take a look at this, and we're going to look at it without bar replay, and then we will take a look at it in bar replay. Now let's go over the indicators real quick. So we have the Academy of Forex indicator here, and the only modification I made was I turned off the IFT ribbons right here, just so that way it cleared up a little bit. Made things a tad bit easier to see. The ATR candle tracking, the only modifications I made was I went scroll down and turned off the paint colors 1, paint colors 2, and in the styles I turned off the upper ATR band and the lower ATR band. And so the bar replay function, let's discuss that real quick. So sometimes the TradingView bar replay does weird things, and it does so with the Academy of Forex indicator. And so you can see here that I've clearly marked a red line where there's a short tag and another one right here. Now, when I put this on bar replay and go to this exact bar, you'll see that the short tag doesn't show up here. It actually shows up one bar into the future. And so to be able to backtest this accurately of where, and you see I'm not on bar replay right now. This is live how these signals would have played out. To backtest this more accurately, I just went through and I marked the areas where I had a short trade according to the rules and an area where I had a long trade according to the rules, and then I set up the trade and played it out exactly by the rules to get my overall ending number. Let's go ahead and go over the rules real quick. So we're trading this on the NQ on a 2-minute time frame only. What we are looking for from the Academy of Forex indicator and the ATR candle tracking. So we're looking for the MR line, which is this line here, to be below the 0 line, which is, it's kind of hard to see, but it's buried in here. The 0 line is right here at the middle of the indicator. And when we have the MR line trading below the 0 line, we're looking for only sell signals. When it's trading above, we're looking for only buy signals. So we're establishing kind of the overall daily trend and then taking signals accordingly to create a continuation style or trend trading version of the Academy of Forex indicator, whereas normally it's used for reversals. And so we're kind of flipping things around in this case. And so What we're going to do is use the ATR candle tracking to identify the kind of last highest pivot, and the ATR line above that's going to be where we put our stop in case of a short, below it in case of a long, and then we're going to target a 1 to 1.4 risk reward. We are not going to flip trades if we get a signal in the opposite direction. We're just going to continue to ride out the trade we're in, and at the end of the day, we always close out right before the 4 o'clock or New York session ends. Those are the rules there. Let's just go ahead and put it on bar replay and we'll take a look at this. Now, again, keep in mind, look at where the sell tag is marked right here on this red line. If I go to this red line right now in bar replay, you can see that that tag is no longer there. And we know that it was there before, so that does give us our entry into a short trade. Again, all we're looking for is that sell tag in the MR line to be below. Now, in this case, it's also messed up the MR line, so we know that both of them were in the correct position when we marked this line. And this is kind of an issue with TradingView and the way they do the bar replay and the way it kind of interacts with some indicators. But we can work around that. Again, we know that everything's set up right here according to the rules that we were looking for. So we would put a short right here. Now what I did was I entered one sell. I used the TradingView replay trading to do this test. And we'll take a look at those numbers here in a moment. So basically I have it set to 1. So I'm just going to assume that's kind of one contract. I don't know if that's exactly the same as it would be, say you're trading a prop firm or something like that, but that's what I did. I just took one quantity of 1 for every single one of these trades. So we'll hit this with a sell 1 right there. We know that our stop's going to go right here at this ATR line above the most recent swing right here. Not this one because it's come down, established kind of a new low, pivot to the downside, and then come back up. This is what we're looking for right here, this area. Then what we're going to do is we're going to set our trade to the 1 to 1.4 risk reward. I'm going to skim through this rather quickly because I don't want it to take up a lot of, don't want this video to be too long. And so you can see here now we're at a 1 to 1.4. Close enough anyways. So we'll set our stop right here, our take profit right here. And then we just let this play out. And you see, we push down, getting us to our take profit really easily, getting $1,500 in this case. Now, I do want you to note that this does continue to go down quite significantly further. And so using the 1 to 1.4 risk reward just kind of gave a really simple number to test and to aim for. If you were to trail your stop or leave a runner, something along those lines, you could increase these numbers quite significantly more. You'll see that in this other trade that we take right here as well. So let's just play this forward. Now we get a buy signals right here, but the MR line is below that 0 line, so they are not valid. We'll just play it up to this red line. And again, we know that there was actually a sell tag. You see here that that sell tag appeared 1 bar into the future. We know that the sell tag was here as well. So that's where we would also take another trade right there. We would set our trade right there in that area, but we're going to change where our stop is. So right there, we're going to put our stop at that line. That gives us our risk, and now we look for our reward, 1 to 1.4 right there. A little bit long, but that's okay. And we're going to put it right there. Now, one of the other rules I set was if price comes down and hit a 1 to 1, I would move the trade to break even. So what I did was set the trade tool right there so I could see if it came down and hit the 1 to 1 before it hit the take profit. Let's go ahead and play this one forward. And you can see again, hits our take profit and again runs down significantly farther than where we took our take profit. And so you can see here that if we play this out a little bit more, so we're pretty much at the end of the day right there. Now it's wishful thinking to believe that you could nail the exact bottom of this, but with our same trade set up at the same spot and the same risk, if we would have hit even close to the bottom of this, you can see that now it's a 1 to 3.87 instead of the 1 to 1.4. We zoom on this one, do the same thing, kind of set it there, set that right back to the risk. And let's say we wrote it down to about here before this started to pull back up and kind of do this cup. You can see that it would have been a 1 to 3.56. So you would have easily gotten far more profit out of these had you trailed or left runners or done something to kind of maximize the overall profit of these. You can get a free trial access to the Academy of Forex Indicator when you sign up for a Patreon down below, and $15 a month maintains access to the indicator after the trial plus your Patreon status. We will also teach you a position management strategy that will skyrocket the win rate of the Academy of Forex Indicator to the high 90% and show you how to get access to a crypto broker that will give you over 100 times leverage on the account with no ID requirements, almost wherever you are in the world, all but guaranteeing that you will be successfully trading with our systems within an hour. All right, so let's just go ahead and go over the numbers on what we got out of this strategy. So the first I'll show is a screenshot of the actual overview of the testing. So this was over a 30-day period of time. So February 3rd, I think it was, to date, which is March 14th was the last day that the market was open. And so you can see that the total gain was $25,205. Now the 2.54, I'm not sure what kind of balance it was going off of, off the top of my head. I'm sure there was probably some way to dig into the settings and modify the balance, of what it kind of started out with. You can see that the max drawdown was 0.56%. Total number of trades, 28. Profitable trades, 67.86 was the win rate, and it had a profit factor of 4.06. You can see a really nice equity growth there on the kind of account as we were doing the testing. And so, then just for giggles, we'll go ahead, and this was the kind of ending, confetti flying breakdown, the quick rundown of how they gave it. Now, interesting enough, the win rate's slightly different. You can see here that it said it's a 67.86 win rate, instead of, no, I guess that's the same, 67.86. I was thinking that was different. But you can see the profitability in cash was 25,205. The best trade was 4,205. And so there you have it. Over an entire month, the total gain would have been $25,000. And I believe that it was doing this off of a $50,000 account value, if I'm not mistaken. And so a lot of prop firms, that's a pretty common value to have as far as an account, $50,000. And so you can see that with a $50,000 account, you would have grown that close to half of that amount there, grown the account by about 50% after it was all said and done over 30 days using this very simple strategy with the Academy of Forex Indicator and the kind of modified new futures trading strategy. So I hope that was clear. I hope that everybody found value in that. And if you are interested in the Academy Forex Indicator, there are links down below in the description. All right, that's it for this strategy here. Of course, we're going to put this one on the yes list, and we'll move on to the next video from here.